This is a 5-inch freestyle FPV drone. In simple words, it's a quadcopter which uses 5-inch propellers, which gives you a first-person view of its flying with the help of this camera and a pair of FPV goggles. In this video, I will guide you through the complete process of building this drone, right from sourcing the components, assembling it together, and configuring the firmware to actually flying it. The video is in 3 parts, where in the first part I show you how to build it. In the next 2 parts we'll set up the firmware and later how to fly the drone. So make sure you watch the video till the end, as I don't want you to miss any information on this build. We start right off with sourcing and ordering the parts. To build a drone, basically you need a frame, a flight controller, 4 motors, 4 propellers, a battery, a camera with a video transmitter, and a remote controller and receiver to control it. I chose this QAV250 frame, which is a basic carbon fiber frame with 4mm arms. 2205 BLDC motors from ready to sky, 2 clockwise and 2 counterclockwise. 5-inch Gemfan propellers. For the controller, I chose the latest PDB F405 stack, which comes with a 4-in-1 55A ESC. Radio link T8FB transmitter and receiver set with an on-paper range of about 2 km. A 3-cell 2200 mAh LiPo battery with a 40C discharge rate. An analog camera which has a wide field of view and decent low light performance, paired with a video transmitter module. And lastly, these analog FPV goggles from Ready to Sky. So the total bill came to about $150 with an extra $50 for the FPV goggles. For the assembly, you would require some cable ties, nylon sleeves, basic tools such as a screwdriver, soldering iron, M5 spanners, pliers and cutters. With all the parts ready, it was time to get started with the assembly. First I put the frame together. It has assembly instructions on a sheet. The arms are sandwiched between the 2 bottom plates using the M3 screws and bolts. You can use an electric screwdriver to fasten the process. The top plate is attached using aluminum spacers, which we will attach to the frame later after mounting the electronics. Next, I mounted the motors to the arms using the M3 screws. Make sure you tighten the screws properly. Then I attached the flight controller stack using the long M3 screws that came along with it. First, place the ESC board below. Now we will solder the motor wires to the ESC. Here are a few tips for soldering. Make sure your solder is set to its highest heat setting, about 400 degrees Celsius. Use a good quality solder wire with flux in core. Heat the pads on the board and wet them with solder first. You can use these nylon braided sleeves to cover the wires. Then solder the 3 motor wires to the ESC and repeat this for all 4 motors. Secure the wires on the arms using cable ties. Next, solder the battery connector wire to the ESC along with the decoupling capacitor. Now we will connect the ESC to the flight controller using the flat cable provided. Secure the FC stack to the frame using the M3 screws. Next, we will solder the wires to the connections for the receiver, camera and video transmitter. I'm using these DuPont connectors for easy disconnection if required. I'll share a wiring diagram for this in the video description. Once all the connections are made, we can now attach the top part of the frame. I'm using cable ties to mount the electronics on the frame. Mount the camera on the top of the plate with the dampeners. Attach these foam pads under the drone. They help in absorbing shocks from hard landings. Secure the battery using a battery strap. And now the moment of truth. Upon connecting the battery, you must hear this sound. And we are done with the assembly of our drone. You can find links to all parts used in the video description along with a PDF guide I made specially for this build. You can attach the propellers after configuring the firmware and motor directions. In the next two parts, we will configure the drone firmware, do some calibration, pre-flight checks, and finally fly our drone. I'm also planning to mount an action camera to it and more upgrades such as adding a GPS. So stay tuned for the upcoming videos and I'll see you guys there.